What's up, YouTube? This is kind of going to be a different kind of video. I don't really think I've ever done one of these for this long of a period. Now, this is going to be a 2-year use video on my antique copper Zippo and showing the finish, how it's worn, as well as the insert as well, because honestly this has been my most used user Zippo ever. I carried this thing for about 2 years. Now I've had it 3.5, almost 4 years, because I got it back in the summer of 2017. Now I haven't carried it that whole time. As a matter of fact, last time I actually carried this lighter was way back in like late spring, early summer of 2019. And since then it has sat around and gotten tarnish on it because, in corners on either a solid brass Zippo or on a antique copper Zippo, once you wear that plating off, you will start to see, in the corners and such, where it actually appears shinier because of coins and such in your pocket. And this is what the lighter looks like, as you can see. Now, I've heard some things from some people that, this finish has come off on them. It has, just changed to brass underneath. Now, honestly, for me, I've carried this in my pocket with anything from pebbles to coins to beer bottle caps. And as you can see, there is some certain areas that have scratches on it, but even in those areas, the copper plating has held up quite well. It's about, I don't know, I'd say 60% completely worn off the original antique copper look. As you can see, that was the original. This is what has happened to it since then, because over time this will wear off and you will get a nice, interesting look. I'm guessing the antique silver and antique brass do the same thing. I have an antique brass, however I haven't used it yet. This lighter is a D of 17. I bought this directly from Zippo back in 2017 when it came out. I can't remember the exact retail price back then. I'm sure it's gone up a little bit. But I mean, again, guys, I'm pretty impressed with how this finish has held up. I would have thought eventually some brass would start showing, but it hasn't, amazingly. But we can go ahead and take a look at the insert. As you can see, this is a heavily used insert as well. Now, the date on the insert is also a D of 17. And as a matter of fact, now my memory is coming back that this was one of the first lighters that I ever got that had a matching insert. However, I think I had one before, which was the brass 1937 replica Zippo. I believe that one had a matching insert. However, I've been swapping inserts around, except for this one. I kept this one with its original lighter. But as you can see, it is well worn and used. After 2 years of use, I tend to abuse my lighters. Not to the point where they're constantly breaking and I have to send them in once a month. However, I do use them to the point where, wear happens rather quickly on these lighters. And as you can see, I have trimmed the wick recently. That's why the wick looks brand new on the top. And I have replaced the original rayon in this thing with organic cotton because I do plan to use this again soon. However, not right now. And another thing to note, if you're going to carry one of these, expect your hands to smell like old pennies, because like right now, this Zippo smells actually quite strong of old pennies, and that's the actual antiquing of the finish, getting that tarnish coating on it. I don't know why. And another thing on top of that you guys will want to be wary of is, you see that spot right there, or it might have been right there. Well, you can't see what I'm talking about. It's kind of like discoloration. And as a matter of fact, I think this is the spot right there, there you go, you can kind of see it there. That spot, what happened was, I don't remember exactly what I had in the bag. I had some toiletries products and stuff like that, along with this Zippo and a pack of cigarettes sitting in this bag. I forgot about it for about 3 weeks. I came back, some type of product leaked out of the little Ziploc bag. I had it in and got on the Zippo, and right there where it got on the Zippo, it got that green, if you look at a really old penny, it'll have that green haze type tarnish on it, and that's what happened right there. And I just took water and wiped it off, and it came right off. So no big deal, but just something to keep in mind when you are going to be using one of these, because you can get some really interesting or weird tarnish going on. But again, those of you who aren't that big of a fan of brass wearing off and showing through, then I really don't, at least for my Zippo, I don't really see how that could even happen unless you're literally carrying it all day, every day for like 5-10 years. Then I could see this eventually wearing off and having some brass show through. But however, if it's a user Zippo, that doesn't really matter. But again, so that's the Zippo, guys. My 2-year update on using the Zippo. If you want to see the original video, I could link it down in the description. As a matter of fact, I probably will link the original video I made on this, which I think I made a video on it. Anyway, if I didn't, I'll guess there won't be a video down there, but I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Anything helps. I like reacting and interacting with the community here on YouTube about Zippos and stuff like that. So I will see you in the next video.